everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Purely Platonic Podcast.
Normally, we're sat cross-legged. Actually, for this one, I'm going to break our little tradition.
Oh my goodness.
These sofas don't quite lend themselves to me being cross-legged
No,
as
well,
much.
I did say before we actually started that, that I'm pretty sure that my legs are about to go dead.
Yeah, well, don't sit like that. I was like, you don't have to sit like that.
Yeah,
It's become a thing, but you don't have to.
I'm short, and if I don't, I'm back here, and you can't bloody hear me.
True.
So I have to sit forward.
True. Hey, we're back here.
Woo!
So, first time since episode 1, which we recorded
No way.
in
Is it?
September. That's how long we've been pre-recording these. We recorded that in September.
Oh my God.
Yes. And we're still getting weekly episodes out. I am so proud of us.
Woo!
Not long until that's probably broken.
Don't. I can't be
No, I
dealing
won't
with
jinx
this
it, I won't jinx
pessimism.
it. No, we'll do 52 weeks in a row.
We're going to do 52 weeks in a row. Of course.
Probably.
We will. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, today is the Purely Platonic Valentine's Day special. This is going out around the time of Is it on Valentine's Day?
No, it's on, the Monday before, so the 12th?
The 12th? Oh, it doesn't matter.
I think it's the 12th today. Valentine's Day is on Wednesday.
Yes.
So this is your 2 day before reminder for anyone
Unless
who's
you're listening
forgotten.
on Valentine's Day, or you might be listening like 3 years in the future, in which case, hello, hope we're still alive.
We're still going 3
Either way,
years
we're
in the
here and
future.
it's nearly Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Valentine's Day is not really a thing I've ever celebrated or done. Like, it's not really been a big thing for me.
Yeah, I think it's just an excuse to go out for a nice meal, to be fair.
Yeah.
I've never really done anything. I mean, I've been single for most of my Valentine's days.
Oof.
Oof. But when I haven't
Well,
been...
so have I, because I was like a kid for most of them.
Well, yeah, but I mean in the last few years,
Right,
I've
yeah,
actually
yeah.
not been... Gosh, when was the last Valentine's I was actually in a relationship? Probably about 20...
Years ago?
Years ago.
Wow.
Yeah,
You're
2020.
You're looking good for your age,
2020.
though, considering
it's now
you're 45.
2024.
2024.
So 2020 was the last time I was in a relationship on Valentine's Day.
Damn.
And I'm now in a relationship on Valentine's Day. So
Wow.
that was the last time.
How many boyfriends ago was that?
Let me actually count. 2, 3,
Oh, that's not too bad.
It's not that bad.
That's fine. Yeah.
maybe 4. No,
You went on a romantic trip, though, recently.
Yeah. It wasn't for Valentine's Day.
Oh, was it actually not?
No, it was actually for Christmas.
Oh. Okay.
So me and my boyfriend for Christmas bought each other a trip to Disneyland, Paris. So that's where I've been this week, which is mental. 3 days ago I was in Disney.
Yeah, you're back to reality now.
Back to reality, unfortunately.
Do you always find that it's like a bubble, isn't it?
Oh my
Disneyland is like
God.
the rest of the world doesn't exist.
No.
You don't know what's happening in the rest of the world when you're there.
Honestly, and like
Yeah.
we're recording this quite close to when it's going to come out. So I'm quite glad we are, because when we were away, the king was diagnosed with cancer. And I had no idea until I literally got home and went, oh shit. Because I had no idea. I'm using that as one example of the news.
Yeah, you didn't die. I mean, that's not
No.
global news, is it?
I'm using it as one example, but like...
It was treated as global news, but
that's
really,
what I mean. It
yeah.
was because of how big it was in the news, and we literally had no idea because
Yeah.
we were with Mickey Mouse. So
It doesn't really, I hate to say it doesn't really affect your life, does it?
no,
No.
not wildly.
No.
But that's just an example of how.
Go on then, we're a
disconnected.
theme park review podcast at this
We
point. So
are.
how does it compare to Alton Towers and Chessington and Portaventura, which are all the ones we've spoken about so far?
So I went...
Regular viewers, add that to your Chessington tally.
Not the Chessington tally. Just wait till we talk about Welsh John.
Oh God, then it's that's one for the regular ones.
Anyway, moving on. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck?
Just
Why
stop
do you
talking
keep
about
mentioning
me, guys. Stop talking
Please.
about me.
You've never even met
I've
him."
met him once, I think. Yeah,
Anyway, we're not.
I've actually got a picture with him because because after. It was Welsh John, wasn't it? It was in Beauty and the Beast with you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got a picture with you both in costume. Because there was like a line of kids that were getting pictures with you.
Did you?
Yes, yeah. I joined the queue, and obviously I was,
so
about 5 foot taller than everyone else.
Oh, that's so cute.
5 foot tall. I'm so bad at height. I swear, like in one of the last episodes,
You did.
Yeah.
You were talking about the barricade, and you were like 10 feet off the ground, 6 feet this, and it made
Yeah,
you like.
yeah. I have no
nothing.
idea what tall I am, how
What
height
tall?
I am. Brain is broken. Sorry, go on. You went to Chessington.
We did not. We went to Disney, and I was always under the impression that Disney was like for children. And it is. Like, there are loads of rides that are for kids, like Small World and Peter Pan and all of those. Disney now have like, I haven't been to this Disneyland, so Paris, since I was 6. So that's like how long ago it was. I hiccuped, I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
Anyway. You hiccup
I'm adding it to the tally. Yeah, go on.
Oh God. Anyway, there are so many rides now that are so unsuitable for children.
Yeah.
Like for adults.
Yeah.
And which was nice. So we went to there's 2 parks in the Disney park in Paris. There's the main Magic Kingdom park. My boyfriend's going to be sat at home going, Abby.
Yeah, he's the expert, isn't he? Yeah.
Anyway, the one with the castle, and then the Studios Park, which is like next door.
Oh, I've not done that one.
It's really good. That's the one that's got the Marvel Land now and all of that kind of stuff.
Oh, right.
And it's got the Tower of Terror and all of that.
Oh, okay.
So we did the Tower of Terror, and the croc drop that we talked about at Chessington,
yes.
right? So I was talking to my boyfriend. I was like, right, okay. In comparison to croc drop, where are we on like dropping level of like how much pain am I going to be in? And he was like, no. It's easier than croc drop. It's nicer. Those were his exact words.
Wow. I feel like you made a real note of those words.
Yeah, I really did, because I trusted him. And then when we got in the thing, obviously it's all themed and horror theming, and it's beautiful.
Is it the one that opens the doors?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So we got in, and you've got your little seatbelt or whatever going on, and the guy who had brought us in went, "Is it anyone's first time?" And I just really sheepishly like put up my hand, and he just looked at me and gave me the most like wicked grin and just went, "Probably your last."
What?
And walked out. And as I said it was my first time, the lady next to me just started going, "Oh no. And I was like,
what?
This is making it, am I about to die? Like, what is going on? Anyway, doors close, the projection starts, and it looks really cool. And you literally go backwards in your little cart. It's huge, in this elevator shaft. You go backwards, and then the elevator doors close, and it's pitch black. And then literally you just go whoomph and drop. And I was like sat next to him, and I just couldn't do anything else other than grab onto him and literally hide.
Oh
and I
my
was like that
God.
for the whole ride. And there's like little scenes in between. He was like, look. So I'd like open my eyes, and then the doors would close again. And I'd close my eyes and it would drop.
Oh my God.
But we did it twice, and the second time I was much better because I like knew what to expect.
Yeah.
But I realised it wasn't the dropping that was the problem.
The anticipation of the drop?
It was the fact that, unlike a lot of these dropping things, you know how you like shoot up?
Yeah.
And then you wait, and then you drop. There was no wait. It literally just went vroom, vroom, like that. So the air time at the top, when you're
it's like you're
still going up, but the
yo-yo.
cart is going down. Oh my God, it was like
that is
so painful.
Yeah, I can imagine
And
that being.
so the second
you're
time
like out of your seat. Yeah. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And like I watched a thing on Disney Plus or whatever about like the behind the scenes thing of it. And it's a brilliant program. Would highly recommend if you enjoy Disney.
I've seen the Space Mountain one.
It's really good. And we'd watched this ages before we even went, and they were talking about this airtime and how they had to really get it specifically right So it didn't make you feel unwell, but it was still like,
Yeah.
it was. So that was the bit I really struggled with that one. And the bit that was like, oh my God, I literally can't do anything. But I came out after the first one and I was like, I just don't think I had my eyes open for any of it other than like the little scenes with the people. And I was like, did you have your eyes open for the whole thing, Rob? And he goes, yeah. I
That's what
did."
you're meant to do.
And I'm like, oh my God, how did you do that? So that was one.
Keeping your eyes closed, you feel like it's going to make it better. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't make
I
it
did.
better.
I kept my eyes closed on the big one in Blackpool. And that's
Yeah.
not okay. You need to keep your eyes open
Yeah.
for it. Because you actually can kind of see what's coming, or at least
yeah.
you're more aware of
And
where
actually,
you are.
when I kept my eyes open and could see the lift moving and stuff, like it was more fun. But it was like an involuntary response of my body to go like inwards on itself. I realised that this was a thing that my body did when we did the Iron Man ride.
Oh.
So the Iron Man ride...
They can turn anything into a ride, can't they?
Honestly.
Iron Man ride, Hulk ride, name literally at the Fanta ride. They'll see a Fanta, they can make one out of Fanta. Like
well, the Pepsi Max.
Tango Ice Blast.
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Yeah, they literally can make it out of a
literally
drink, yeah.
But it used to be the Rock and Roll roller coaster, I think.
So it's not even purpose built?
No. It was built before and then they just reshaped it to fit into Marvel Land.
Well, that's rubbish. Put a bit of effort in, Disney. You've got billions.
And
Build
it
a
does
specific
work. It does
ride.
work, though. It does work.
Unless you're in an Iron Man suit, I'm not having it. Not an Iron Man ride. It's a ride you've called Iron Man.
Christ. Anyway, so it's really tucked away, and we'd done something else, and we were really like, oh yeah, let's go. It's really like short queue or whatever, and we're in the queue, and we've stopped, and I go, right. So what is this ride? Like I've got no idea. What?
Oh God,
what
you're
to
in the
expect.
queue. Oh no.
And he goes, well, it's a roller coaster, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like, is it like loops? Is it drops? Is it inside? Is it outside? Like I literally have no idea.
How do you not know if it's inside or outside? Surely you'd be able to see it.
Well, I assumed it was inside,
Right.
but you were queuing inside.
Oh, okay, right.
And he was like, yeah, it's got loops, it's got drops inside. It's like Space Mountain. I'd done Space Mountain before, not this time.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Good.
I'd done it in California a few years ago, so I was like, oh, I remember doing Space Mountain. I really enjoyed it, so this will be fine. And he goes, yeah. It's like slightly different than Space Mountain, though.
Oh God.
And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, yeah. So whatever, you'll be fine. So I'm getting a bit nervous, and I get really nervous before I go on rides.
I know
as we've
nothing
already
about this
clarified.
ride. I've never even heard of it. Yeah.
And we get into this room before we're about to get on, and it's literally like signs everywhere, videos playing, being like, if you have any health condition under the sun, do not go on this ride. This ride is high speed. You're going to be flipped upside down. You're basically going to die. It was like, oh my God. And I was like, my heart was going mental. I was so scared. We got in the car and I was like, how have you got me here? Like, what have you done to me? And
They
as
always
you're on
have to
it,
say that though. You'd be fine. They
as
always
you're
say
on it,
that.
you pull into like the spot before you shoot off, right? And it counts you down. And my boyfriend just turns to me and goes, he puts his hand on my knee and he goes, you're going to be okay.
Oh,
It's going to
no.
be fine.
Oh no.
You're going to be okay. And I was like, why? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying that? That's a cue say, not an in the car say. Why are you saying that? And it goes 3, 2, 1. And I kid you not, the worst experience of my life. Let me show you the picture. We will put it on screen.
Yeah, it'll be on screen
right
for you.
now.
Is it fast?
Oh my God. I have never, like, you know how I was talking about the fact that my body naturally wants to go in on itself? My legs were up, my hands were, my head, I was screaming.
Oh my God.
It was so fast. I actually felt like my insides were going to be ripped out the back of me.
The thing is, there'll be people listening who are like mega roller
And
coaster
they
fans.
won't care.
And they'll be laughing in the comments.
I know. It honestly was horrific.
See, I've never
Where
done it,
is
so
this
I can't.
picture? Oh my...
I thought Space Mountain was pretty intense. That's intense for me. Fun, but I was like, oof, you know. Oh my God, you look like you're giving birth.
Honestly. And everyone else in the cart is so chill. I look like someone has stabbed me.
If you're just
multiple
listening to the
times.
audio, I highly recommend coming and checking out that picture on the visuals. That is
You
brilliant.
can see the muscles in my head.
You can see the fear in your bones. That is incredible. Now, is that an official... You've not bought that, have you?
No.
So you've actually committed a crime, I do believe, by taking a picture
Quite
of it
possibly.
on the preview
But
screen.
what are you going to do?
Disney will be
what
after
are you
us.
gonna
There
do?
goes that Disney brand deal. Oh, dear.
Disney brand deal.
So did you have a good time at
It was
Disneyland in the end?
absolutely phenomenal. Like, genuinely, one of the best holidays ever. It was so much
Were you there
fun.
for just like a day, 2 days?
We went on Sunday and came back on Wednesday. So
Oh,
we
right.
got like 2 full days
Oh,
and then 2
nice.
like half days, basically.
Nice. Because when I went with my partner, we did the whole thing in 1 day.
Oh gosh,
And it was like,
that's a lot.
we were running round. You know, we were there at opening. We were there at rope drop, which I
Rope
believe is an
drop, yeah,
American
yeah.
phrase. The reason I
Yeah.
know that is because when we were on the train to Disneyland Paris,
Yeah.
these like 2 American
Yeah.
women like started talking to us because they were like, oh, an English voice, like we know what they're saying. And so we were like the only English people on the train, and they were like teaching us all the slang, like, oh yeah, you guys are getting there for rope drop? And I was like, what's rope drop? Never heard of that.
Cool.
And neither of us heard of it. And they were like, oh, it's where you get there for the opening. And they were so friendly. It was like, they just latched onto us. Like,
yeah,
English
yeah.
people, yay.
No, but it was.
So,
it-
yeah.
We did that. We were there from like really early in the morning to like it closing. Fireworks, yeah. There was a drone show as well before the fireworks, which was really, really cool. We'd like, because the studio park closed before the main park.
Right,
So
makes
we
sense.
would go for closing at the studio park, because basically like the park closed at like 7, but if you got in the queue at like 10 to 7,
They're not going to kick you out.
they're not going to kick you out. You
Exactly,
get to do the ride before you go. So that was quite cool.
Yeah, your boyfriend knows what he's doing in the theme park.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
he is the
He's
pro.
a pro. He's a pro.
But that's why we had like that many days, so that we could just relax a little bit with it, and we did everything we wanted to do apart from one, which was Krish's coaster. I kept calling it Krishy's coaster.
I've not even heard of that.
It's a Nemo, you know, the turtle.
Oh, is he called
Crush,
Crush? Yeah.
apparently.
Didn't know that.
But he has a roller coaster, but the queues were always like 60 to 90 minutes.
Oh.
So we didn't bother.
Yeah.
Same with the characters, actually. We saw hardly any characters.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
because
shame.
in my brain, they used to like walk around the park and meet
They
people.
definitely did.
But there was none of that. I don't know whether it's because it was winter, possibly.
Maybe.
We saw like Mickey and Chip and Dale and Goofy and stuff like having photos like in the photo sections.
Yeah.
We only saw.
So they've got their own buildings now. They're not just wandering around.
Well, this is the thing. The
you have to queue
princesses.
to get a picture with, the
Yeah,
princesses.
because I
and
was
stuff.
like obviously desperate to meet Belle because she's my favourite.
Yeah, times
And-
156 you
yeah.
played it, yeah.
And but you have to queue for Princess Pavilion, and the queues were always like absolutely
See,
mental.
that is like, yeah, because when I went as a kid, again, similar kind of thing. I don't remember it fully, but like I remember it enough, and I remember there being characters just wandering
Me
around.
Me too.
And like I remember I had a list of like the characters I wanted to meet.
Yeah.
And I got them all except Donald Duck. And it was like the last day on this family holiday that we were in Disneyland. And Donald Duck was my favourite, still
Yeah.
is to this day. I was gonna
I
do it. I was gonna
did
do an
not know
impression,
that.
but I'm
you
not.
should do
I'm
it.
not going to.
Do it. We can cut it.
Oh
if
no,
it's
because I
rubbish.
used to be able to do such a good impression of Donald Duck, and I've not done it.
If you're still seeing this, the impression's really good. Go on.
It's so difficult. It's so
Try it.
You do
We
it.
don't have to put it in. I don't think I can do it. That's actually not that bad.
I was trying to say purely platonic podcast. I realised quite early on the letter P is quite difficult to do in his voice. You can't do it. You can't do it. Anyway, yeah. So I got them all.
I'll get Rob to do it. And we'll just dub it over.
Yeah. I imagine you'll do a very good one. So I had them all except Donald Duck.
Yeah.
Last day, my mission was to find Donald Duck, and it was like the last moment of the last day.
God.
Got a picture of Donald Duck. Yeah. That was the highlight of my childhood, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, But it was such a shame because I was really wanting to meet her. And we were walking along, I think we were in Fantasyland, and we saw Alice in Wonderland and the Mad Hatter. And it was the first walking round character, like real person character, that we had seen. So I was like, oh my God! And my boyfriend was like, go, just run in front of them, smile, and I'll take a picture. Insert picture here for the visual
I think
viewers.
I've seen it on Instagram.
It's literally just me going, in front of them. Anyway, so that was one. And then we were chatting away in a different section. This was a little bit later on. And we were chatting, and I just, out of the corner of my eye, see this yellow glint. And I just completely ignore what my boyfriend is saying and start going, I don't even have words. I'm just like, oh my God. And it was Belle walking along. And we both just looked at her, looked at each other and went, run! And we like ran ahead. And then I would stop and smile and he would take pictures. And then we'd keep running and I would stop and smile and take pictures. They're clearly told not to engage with people who do that because of the queuing and, you know, whatever.
Again, you broke another rule.
100%.
Yeah.
But, like, Alice and the Mad Hatter weren't engaging with us, but they were evident, like, they were clearly, they were evidently aware, that's the phrase I was looking for, that we were there. And so they were, like, a little bit open to us, but they weren't looking at us and they weren't entertaining us. But
wow,
Belle,
that's the magic of Disney, isn't it?
Yeah. But Belle, like,
don't engage.
Yeah. Belle actively looked away. She saw us and then started waving to the other side to no one. There was like a bush.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, that's rude.
That's a bit sad.
And so we managed to get one, insert picture here, where she's vaguely looking at the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, he's floating in front of me. Wow.
And we were, like, it was happy, but we literally left and I went, never meet your heroes.
Yeah.
Because it was really sad. We then also saw Jack Sparrow, which is my boyfriend's favourite.
Oh, yeah. He does an incredible impression of Jack Sparrow.
Yeah. He was wandering around in Adventureland or I don't bloody know what they're all called.
That Pirates ride is insanely good. That was one, again, I'd remembered from childhood, but I remembered it being sort of a little bit naff, not the best in the world.
Really?
Went on it again as an adult. Probably they've updated it. I imagine they have. And I was like, whoa, that was mind-blowing. That was so good, so immersive. All like animatronics and stuff. The last animatronic that ride.
Oh my gosh.
I was like looking at it like, how is that not actual Captain Jack Sparrow?
Yeah.
Like,
oh, no, I know.
It's
crazy.
insanely realistic. So good.
Yeah, so good. But when I went as a kid, I was terrified of that ride.
Oh, really?
Because the drops
there is a drop.
were huge for a 6-year-old child.
Yeah.
So I used to get
I
really
remember the
upset.
drop being really big as well. Went as an adult and I was like, oh, that was really
and like
fine.
I was really nervous about it, and like I used to hate it as a kid. Like get really worked up.
Really?
So when we went this time, I was actually quite nervous, and I was like, the first time we went on it, because we went on it I think 2 or 3 times. I was like, where's the drop? Where's the drop? Is the drop now? And he was like, you'll be fine. Like as soon as you've done it, you'll be like, why was I worried? And I absolutely was.
Yeah.
Because it's tiny.
But you remember it how you remember it as a child.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like your primary school. You remember that being really big. And then you go again as an adult if you've done that. And it's like,
Yeah.
Like, what? It's tiny.
It's really tiny. But I did that with a dragon as well underneath the castle. When I was little, I thought the dragon was real. But having seen the dragon again, I'm not bloody surprised because it's terrifying.
Again, they may have updated it.
Amazing.
Yeah, they may have updated it because I remember seeing it.
The animatronic
being like,
is
wow.
incredible.
Yeah, no wonder that kids think it's real because, wow.
Because I was genuinely convinced as a kid that it was a real dragon.
Yeah.
Partially because my dad told me.
Anyway,
moving on.
We have done it. We've done it again.
We've done it again.
We've spent half an episode talking about a theme
sorry.
park. This is the Valentine's Day special.
It is.
And as people that... What am I trying to say here? The podcast is called Purely Platonic Podcast because people think we're a couple.
Yeah, so we thought it'd be really funny to do a Valentine's Day special. Again, with that kind of double bluff, double joke.
We're doing
of,
Mr.
like,
and Mrs. basically.
We're doing Mr. and Mrs.
We're doing Mr. and
Yeah,
Mrs.
we
I was
are.
sorry to interrupt your
No.
hand movements. What are you wearing today, by the way? What
Thank
is
you.
that?
It's a
At first I thought it was
Playboy-
a t-shirt over a jumper, but it's not.
It's actually a jumper. It's all a jumper.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
It's a Playboy jumper. It's actually from Misguided. I got it ages ago, and I never wear it. But I saw it, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's funky.
It's one of the favourite outfits that you've worn, in my opinion. You'll see why that's relevant in a minute. I'm not just being
Christ
weird.
alive.
So we've got some questions that we have written the answers to.
Excuse me.
That is just so.
He's gone.
I'm done.
Thank
I'm done.
God.
You're gonna cough on this podcast. And I can't do this anymore.
Anyway, now he's gone. We can talk honestly.
So we've answered some questions. We're going to try and guess what the other person is going to do.
Yeah.
I just cut down like 5 minutes of explanation into 2 seconds.
Well done. I'm proud of you.
Question 1 is, if you could meet one celebrity, who would it be?
So I have to guess
What I
Cavan
have
has
said.
said.
Yeah.
And Cavan has to guess what I have said.
I did just explain that. Sorry, go on. I feel like people that are brand new to us and have just started listening to this podcast it will take a while to get used to our sense of humor, which is
Just being dicks
being mean
to
to each other. I think some people will watch it and be like, "Oh wow, they're actually quite horrible to each other." But it is a joke.
Not to bring up the north-south divide again, because but I think that northerners will not even blink at it, because
Maybe.
that's just how we are.
Maybe, yeah.
Whereas southerners will be like, "Oh my goodness, they're so mean.
Well, that's a bit stereotypical,
cruel.
isn't it?
How nasty."
Nasty. Anyway, what celebrity would I want to meet? You could get this. I think it's fairly obvious, actually. Not to give clues, but I just think it's...
Do I get to ask follow-up questions, as in is it to do with magic?
Oh no, it's not. No, I'll give you
Okay.
that. I'll give you that.
Is it like a film person, like a celebrity? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to be aiming in the complete wrong ballpark.
I'll be honest. It's not this person. So Darren Brown came up, and
That's
I
who
thought,
I was gonna say if it
Darren
was
Brown is
magic.
ask me on another day, and I would say Darren Brown. But I've gone for the less obvious one
I'll
because
ask you
I
tomorrow
thought that
then.
would be almost too obvious. He is my hero, and I was sat a few seats away from him in a theatre.
Which is so cool.
That is mad.
That is mental.
I think about it sometimes, and I'm like, was I part of a Darren Brown show? Because that is too much. I was at one point, I was thinking this is a bit what's happened here?
What's going on?
Because I wasn't even really planning on coming here. It's because of my friend. So was he in cahoots with Netflix or Channel 4 and he's dragged me here and something's going to happen? It did play on my mind a little bit because I was like, that's weird.
That is...
My friend has brought me to this magic show where there happens to be a load of seats that are empty to the left of me. By the way, I'm watching a Darren Brown show at the time, but Darren Brown isn't in it. It's just written and directed by Darren Brown. And this happens, genuinely. It's a true story. We're in the theatre. My friend has brought me along. Empty seats to the next to me. And Darren Brown joins for the second half and watches the show with us. Not with us. He wasn't talking to us. He left a couple of seats empty. But I was looking across and I was like, oh my God, that's my hero. I'm watching his show a few seats away from him.
That's
And I was
crazy.
freaking out. I mean, you can imagine. I was
Oh, God.
oh. What's the equivalent for you of that happening?
God.
That's like going to see Wicked and Idina Menzel or whatever her name is comes and sits next to her. I mean,
Sorry.
I'm pulling that out of thin
Idina
air.
Menzel. You're doing the... What is it?
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Oh my God, what is it?
Idina Menzel, that's her name, isn't it?
Idina Menzel.
Oh, Menzel. Oh, sorry. Oh,
No, because it's Adele Dazeem. Have you seen that video?
Oh, yeah, where the guy gets... I have actually seen
You're
that.
doing it. Adele Dazeem.
Idina Menzel, sorry. What's the equivalent there? It's not that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't really know. I think it would be, well, just anyone like that, really, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Your best bud, Andrew Lloyd Webber, coming and sitting.
oh, yay.
Let's,
I would be so happy.
Let's move on. Who do you think, then, if it's not Darren Brown?
Daniel Radcliffe.
No. I mean, he's a great guy, I'm sure, but... If we
Your
met,
lookalike.
if we met, the world would.
It would be like Spider-Man.
Yeah, the world would. Yeah, we'd do the meme.
Oh, I don't know. This one's really hard. I genuinely have no idea. I would say someone from like Star Wars or something, but that's really basic.
No. I mean, meeting George Lucas would be cool.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, I didn't put him. He's more of a George Lucas than a Mark Hamill.
Okay.
That's a clue.
Oh, Christopher Nolan.
There we
Knew
go.
it.
Christopher
Thank
Nolan.
you,
There we go.
I just needed a little bit of
Yeah.
honing in.
Yeah.
Not an actor.
Not an actor.
And as soon as I got
No.
that,
I mean, there's a lot of actors I could potentially have gone for, but
That was such
Nolan.
a good clue. More of a George Lucas than a Mark Hamill. What
Yeah.
a brilliant clue.
I'm sure Nolan would be very happy to have that comparison. But yeah, Christopher Nolan, the man,
Interesting.
the myth, the legend.
Wow.
Have you seen Oppenheimer?
I have seen Oppenheimer.
Thoughts?
Loved it. Really loved it. We talked a little bit about it.
I think possibly we did.
Early
Yeah,
episode.
Yeah. Maybe when we were ranking stuff.
I think
we
it might
talked
have
about
been,
Barbie,
yeah.
didn't we?
But I
Yeah.
really, really like it. I've not seen loads of Christopher Nolan stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, fair enough. You seen The Dark Knight?
yes, I've seen Dark Knight. I've seen
Inception?
Inception.
Okay. Well,
I've not seen Tenet.
Tenet's very good. Very, very good. Interstellar?
No, I've not seen Interstellar. And
For
that's
me,
one of the
this
ones
is
that I want
controversial,
to
but
see.
Interstellar for me is right at the bottom
Oh,
of the list.
really?
Not a fan of it, really. It's the
Okay.
one Christopher Nolan film where I'm like, I can get what you're going at, but I saw the ending coming in the first 5 minutes. I was
Really?
like, well, I know where this is going. Sorry, Christopher, but
That's
and then it happened, and it was very underwhelming when it did. And so I
Oh,
was
that's
like,
a shame.
Whereas Tenet, it's mind blowing. You're just
Yeah.
like, wow, it's
I need
just
to
a
watch
spectacle.
it.
Yeah.
Because I loved Inception. Inception is probably one of my favourite, like, films of that kind of ilk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, what celebrity would you
What
want to meet?
celebrity
This is.
do you think I would want to meet?
I think you'll agree that this is harder for me than it is for you, this question. I think mine was fairly obvious.
Really? Do you think?
There are so many people that I can imagine
Yeah.
you wanting to meet.
I just want to meet everyone. I think that's the hard thing.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
But there is one.
Can you give me, like, a nudge in the right industry, the right...
Actor.
Oh, actor? Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking more singer, but I was going to go for the Houstoneister.
Oh, that would be good. I didn't really think about her because she's dead, but
Yeah, oh,
I
yeah.
didn't think about...
Yeah, I was thinking living or dead. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was going to meet a singer, that would be who I'd want to meet. Her or
Yeah.
Dolly Parton, because...
Oh, fair enough. Is Dolly Parton dead?
No.
Oh,
Dolly Parton's still alive.
yeah, I knew that.
God.
Sorry, Dolly.
Christ. But no,
Oh,
actor.
God, actor.
Really basic.
Is it really basic?
Yeah. Kind of regretting my choice, but it is true.
Judi Dench.
No, not Judi Dench.
Oh, I thought I had it.
That would be cool,
it.
though.
Am I in the right age category?
No.
No, really?
No.
Oh, God, I thought it would be like... I don't know, what Maggie Smith came into my head as well.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, you see, like, there's so many people that you would want to meet. Oh, God, right.
Think,
I'm
like-
thinking completely in the wrong...
Yeah, try and think more basic to me.
Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah, there you go. You've got it.
I've got it. Wow, that is very basic,
Yeah.
Abby. I mean, we need to really raise the
Sorry.
the bar here.
I think it's because like,
Just so people understand why I'm saying that. No disrespect to Tom Hiddleston, he's a legend, but the reason you want to meet him is because you fancy him. So I just want that to be known.
partially, but also because I just think it would be really cool to meet him. He's
Yeah.
played so many cool parts, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, fairs.
Because also like someone like Tom Holland, I think would be up there as well. And I don't find Tom Holland attractive at all.
Tom Holland.
But it would be quite cool
Really?
to just be like, hey, bro,
Wow.
you okay, bud?
See,
I feel like
I
it'd
would
be
rather
more
if
useful
I had
to
to
meet
pick-
someone younger. Do
If
you
I
know
had to
what I mean?
pick a Spider-Man, not that that's necessarily why you said it, but I'd go for Andrew Garfield.
I'd love to meet Andrew Garfield. Apparently, my boyfriend looks like Andrew Garfield. So many people over the past like 2 weeks have been
Yeah.
like, "You look like Andrew Garfield," and I'm like, "Ew,
Yeah.
how did I get this?"
He does. He
My
does. He's got
boyfriend
a
looks
bit
like
of that
Andrew
about, yeah.
Garfield, and my best friend looks like Daniel Radcliffe.
I get a few, you know. I mean, Daniel Radcliffe is the number one.
Yeah.
But I get a few. The other day I had Jack Grealish. Someone said to me, if you slick your hair back, you look like Jack Grealish. And I mean...
My mum has a Jack Grealish calendar in. She got given it as a present. And he's like, how old is he? 28?
Yeah.
And obviously, my mum is not 28. And so we were joking that
But she looks it.
He's too young for her. And my boyfriend is quite a lot older than me than I am. What? Quite a lot older than me. So I said, yeah, he's even too young for me, Mum.
Oh. Yeah. No, I don't see the Jack Grealish thing.
I don't see
I
the
kind of
Jack
get the
Grealish
Daniel
thing.
Radcliffe thing, I'll be honest. I don't think I look that like him.
I think you do. Well, I don't, because obviously I know
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I think from certain angles, and I can understand why people watching and like thumbnails and stuff are going, oh my God, that's Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah.
Do you
I
know what I
see
mean?
it. And he's a good looking guy. Oh, I'm not going to complain. I think he's better looking than I am, so I'll take it. What soothes you the most on the back of bad news or a tough day? What a weird question. I picked this one because it's weird.
Yeah.
And I don't really necessarily have like a actual answer because I can't really think of a time where I've needed soothing after bad news
Okay.
necessarily. Because I don't know, there's not a thing I go to, you know? But I've said something that again is very basic, but it's just like a little thing I like. Take that how you want.
See, for you, I would probably say something like watching a film or like going for a swim.
Oh, that's actually a better answer than what I've put. That's actually better than what I've put. I'm going to give you that because that is actually better than what I've put.
Is it? Because I was going to go for
You'll
swim.
never guess what I've put. That's the thing. I've gone for hot chocolate.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because
yeah,
I
yeah,
do.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a nice little,
That's
especially
nice.
I don't know. It's a wintry drink.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like, oh, when you've just had a bad day and it's been hailstoning, you come back after work, it's wet
cozy,
and cold.
Cozy hot chocolate.
Just hot chocolate, you know, that's good.
Yeah.
But we're going for a swim as well.
Going for a swim. That's what I was
Yeah,
going to say.
that's-
Until you said, oh, it's a little thing I like. I was like, oh, well, that's not going to be going for a swim.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
for me, coffee for you.
Very good. Not what I had on my little card phone.
I'll have another guess.
It's really, really. Oh, I don't think. Oh, I do this a lot.
Listening to music.
No, but it's more that kind of. It's more experiential than like consuming.
Right. Singing.
No,
Go on. I'm near, aren't I?
having a bath.
Oh, we're in the same bath there. We're in the same boat because that is
Yeah.
having a bath.
Yeah.
I'm a bath guy.
And like I was about to say, it's really
Yeah.
obvious because I do it all the time, but actually, it's on Be Real. All of
I
my
don't
Be
have Be
Reals.
Real. Don't
But
have Be
Cav
Real.
doesn't have it. All of
Yeah.
my Be Reals were in the bath. I
I
think
had
well,
Be
my
Real
I
for
think,
a week and then I gave up.
I think my Be Real yesterday was literally me in the bath, having been me in the bath for the past like 2 days or
Oh,
whatever.
wow.
And my caption was just, I live in this bath.
But hold on, isn't it a different time each day?
Yeah, but
So
then
you've got to be
sometimes I
having a
forget.
bath quite often for it to catch you at the right moment.
Yeah, I forget those sometimes. Look, there's my Be Real in the bath
Oh yeah.
with my little headband.
Oh yeah. Fairs.
It just says, I live in this bath. Because I do.
Baths are great.
I love a bath.
Not as great when you're paying the water bill, but still great.
Very true. Very, very true.
Because, oh dear God. Actually, I tried to have a bath the other day.
Yeah.
And we'd been away for a bit, me and my partner.
yeah.
And so we turned the hot water off. I'd run a bath and then gone and done something else, hadn't checked on it. Came back and was like, what the hell is this? It's cold. I was like, I've just filled a bath of cold water. Oh, he's getting. It's like,
Oh,
ugh. But it
no.
wasn't like cold water. It was like lukewarmy.
Tepid.
So I gave it a go. I was
Oh,
like, it's
Cavan.
just about. And I got in and I was like, this is a bit sad.
That's
so I got
disgusting.
out. Yeah.
Ooh, no.
Yeah. Because it was like on the border of being acceptable.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it just wasn't it.
Oh,
I had to get
love
out.
a bath.
Yeah.
I love it.
What's
love
the
it,
third
love
question? Go on. You
it.
hit
Oh,
me.
I can't even remember what it was.
Oh,
You've
this is a
got
good
the
one.
list.
I referenced this
Oh,
earlier.
The favourite outfit that the other person has ever worn.
Yeah.
So this would be Cavan guessing what I think his best outfit is.
Yes. So I'm guessing my
Your favourite outfit,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I am actually going to go for, I've got picture evidence right up there. I think it's simple, but it's good. I'm going for, is it these trousers? I think it might be these trousers, which, to be fair, I do like. And yeah, like that jacket, t-shirt combo, NASA cap.
No.
Oh, am I completely in the wrong?
Completely in the wrong
What
ballpark.
I wore for Pride?
No, I nearly said yes then because I thought you were going to say it.
What I wore for prom?
Yes.
Yes.
The velvet jacket.
Oh yes, the velvet
jacket.
jacket. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
fair enough. Fair enough. That's a good outfit. That is a good outfit. Thank you to Peter Capaldi for inspiration, because
The
I
velvet
just
jacket
stole
was
that. I
great.
saw that episode of Doctor Who where he wore a red velvet jacket, and I was like, well, I'm just definitely
That's
doing
prom
that. I'm just definitely doing that because that's great.
Yeah, I liked that. That was good.
Yes,
Would it be my outfit for Pride?
that was good, but I've not gone for it. I'll give you a. No, that's too much of a bit. It's too much
Is
of a
it my
big clue.
dungarees
Yeah.
with a check shirt?
Mm.
No.
I've only gone for one item, and it is dungarees, but it's a specific one because you've got more than one pair.
I do. Is it my soft dungarees? Or my ones with paint all over them? Or my black ones?
Oh my god,
I've
you
got
go do
three.
all of them.
I've got-
I was there when you got them, but I've not seen you in it. That's the weird thing. I was gonna say it's an outfit I've not seen you in, but I've seen you buy. But I thought
I think I know what it is.
But I thought it was a very good outfit, so I've put it.
Is it the Foxes dungaree dress?
Foxes? Yeah.
Foxes.
You've got these green, like dark
They're like
green.
dark green. It's like a pinafore. Like
Wear it for a future ep.
I will.
Yeah.
I will. It's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Because I was like, oh, should I put that? Because I've not actually seen you wear it, but I was there when you
Yeah.
bought it.
I wear it for work actually.
Oh yeah, no, that is it's quite smart. Yeah. I've gone for that.
I like it.
Yeah, I've gone for that.
Good choice. Good choice. Good choice.
Oh, what's your favourite karaoke song to sing? I'm not really a karaoke man, so
Can I go for yours first?
yeah, mine's very vague.
Stars from Les Mis.
Oh, good shout. Good shout. Not that
Oh,
one.
I thought I would have got it. Shit. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought I'd got it on the head with that one.
It's not a specific song. I've just gone for a band.
Oh, okay. Queen.
No.
No, joking. I'm joking. A band.
Yeah.
Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I've just
Got it
put
eventually.
anything Arctic Monkeys.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
See, mine is really specific.
Oh God, I'm not even gonna know
Can
it.
I give you a clue?
Yes,
I was
please.
singing it earlier because I wrote it down on my list, and I have such like an earwig brain that
God,
because
what were
I'd
you
written the
singing
song
earlier?
down, I naturally just started singing it, and I had to stop myself because I was going, "Oh my God, I'm singing the answer to my question." I literally only sung a line of it.
Oh my God, I can't remember. Oh, can you give me a clue? Like an artist or music?
Michael Bolton.
Michael Bolton.
I'm sure that's his name. I literally
I
want to
don't know
sing
who
it.
that is.
It's literally on the.
I probably do, but I couldn't name you a Michael Bolton
Yeah, it is
song.
Michael Bolton.
Is it from something?
No.
I'm never gonna get it then. 'cause
Michael Bolton was the guy who sang "Go the Distance" in Hercules, but like you know how they do like the pop version.
Oh my God, this is just
But
so
you look
niche.
beyond glory.
This is so niche. I'm gonna say something ridiculous that isn't gonna be even him. That's
it.
what's gonna happen. If I try and make a guess, it's not even gonna be a Michael Bolton song because I don't know who he is.
Do you want me to play the intro? How am I supposed to live without you? How am I supposed to live without you? It's such a good song. What a shame. But that's my
Never
go-to
heard of that song. I'm
karaoke.
so sorry. I've never heard that song before.
And I literally
So
went
that's
to
why
a-
I didn't recognise it
Yeah,
when you sang
fair
it.
enough.
Wow.
I literally went to a party this time last week with karaoke, and that was the first song I sung.
Wow. Oh God. No, I'm sorry.
was
I didn't even know it.
fabulous.
Didn't even know it. That's how poor my. Sorry, Michael. What's?
Talking. Oh, hang
Sorry,
on.
I'm just laughing
Slight
at the next question.
anecdote.
You go.
Talking about people at home screaming at the podcast.
Yeah.
My dad watches this podcast and listens to this podcast religiously. So, hi, Dad.
Hi.
And he, at the dinner table last night, had clearly just watched like the most recent one, I think. And he, out of nowhere, just went, "Everyone at home, Abby, is just going to be sat there screaming at their TV going, follow! It's like, because I spent so long trying to bloody remember that
Even I
word.
didn't know what word you were trying to come up with, though.
And
I
he
couldn't
literally
even-
walked in and was just like, oh my God, it's furlough.
You know what? We all have brain blanks.
I was just like, I'm sorry.
Follow. I'm laughing at the next question because it's a very couples question. So we've got all of these questions from like questions to ask your partner on Valentine's Day. Like it's a Valentine's Day themed one. Believe it or not, you wouldn't have guessed it from
You
the
would
previous
never.
questions. But this one is, what's your biggest dream for us as a couple? So what is your biggest dream for us as a couple of mates?
Oh, so I'm guessing what your biggest dream is, and you're
Yes.
guessing what mine is.
Yes, you
Do you wanna
really
go
are.
first, or
You're
do you
struggling
want-
with this format.
I really am, honestly, because I keep
Every
going...
question you're like, wait, so hold on a second. Let's just pause the podcast for 1 minute. I'm guessing what you've put.
It's because I keep going to say what I've got written down, and then I'm like, no, he's guessing that.
That would make it
I'm
very
guessing
easy.
his.
I
It's more to remind myself more than anything.
What would you say? That's the thing. What would you say? Because I think we might have put very similar things, so I don't want to just guess what I've said. But I think maybe you would have gone podcast related.
Yeah.
You've gone podcast
I've gone pod
related.
related.
Oh, I see. I haven't, but I thought you
Okay.
might. So
I
I'm
have
on the
gone
right.
podcast related.
Doing this as a job.
Yeah.
Really?
Making money from this. Yeah. Being able to do this and it being like a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, definitely.
Purely Platonic Patreon coming soon. yeah,
Yeah.
very good. Very
What
good.
would you have put?
I've not gone down the podcast line. I thought about it, but I didn't.
I'm going to guess. Oh, well, I don't know because we kind of do, but living closer together.
Yeah, very good answer. I've
Yeah,
not gone down that route.
Okay.
I've gone more to like
Future.
distant, I guess.
Okay. Making our production company.
Yeah,
'Cause that's in
I'll
the
give you that.
pipeline.
I'll
Yeah,
give
yeah,
you
yeah,
that.
yeah,
I'll give you that. I've actually put work together on a film / whatever.
Ace.
Because I think we're on different sides of the camera.
Yeah.
But I think there's a chance that we'll like meet each other on some
I think
future
so.
thing. So yeah, that's what I've put.
Ace.
Good question.
Woo!
Well, thank you, website.
Thank you.
What 3 words would your best friend use to describe you? Now, hold on a second, because
Wait a damn minute.
am I guessing what you?
Oh, fuck off. Quite frankly, fuck off. So I'm guessing.
I knew you'd need clarification. It's not that difficult.
Just really struggling today. I'm guessing what you think about me.
Yes.
Okay. Stop being mean. I'm not being mean. Right. Oh, I don't bloody know. You probably think I'm wacko, crazy, stupid,
No.
idiotic.
No.
Funny. I'm gonna guess that funny's on there.
It is on there. Yeah.
Ka-chow.
One could be seen as a bad thing, but I don't see it as a bad thing.
Hyper.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I put chatty. But,
Chatty. Yeah.
but it falls under the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Which is good when you've got a podcast, really.
It is, given that that's the whole bloody point.
Because I just think it's really bad when you're listening to a podcast and
Oh, that's so annoying, and I'm. Oh my god.
people are just.
I know you're doing a bit, but this is so annoying.
You know when they just can't quite
I hate this.
like get to the end of their
I'm leaving. Goodbye.
sentences.
Oh my goodness. No
I
one would
tried listening to
listen.
this podcast that I thought would be really good. It's like a true crime podcast, which I won't name because I'm gonna slate them. I just couldn't.
Oh,
It's too slow. It's like, oh my god, man, get to the end of your sentence.
Oh, that's such a
Yeah,
shame.
and they were talking about something really interesting, but I had to just like turn it off because I was like, I'm bored.
You've got to. I feel like to do this kind of thing, you've got to have a brain that works faster than your mouth. That's why, like, I often forget words because I've formed the sentence in my brain, have started saying the sentence, and then get to the end of the sentence and can't remember the word furlough.
Yeah. My last word is kind of, I think you've kind of said it's sort of hyper, but not really. It's more
energetic, bubbly.
I've said passionate.
Passionate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think you're passionate about
yeah,
things.
Yeah. I get that. Nice.
Yeah.
Those are good words.
Right.
What do you think?
Oh,
Mine
gosh.
are a bit shit. I won't lie. I'm sorry.
What do you think of me?
Maybe they're not.
Well, I'd like to think that funny's on there.
Funny is on there.
Oh, good. We both
Yeah.
think we're funny. Well,
Ha,
that's
ha,
good.
ha.
At least it's us. The numbers on Spotify would suggest otherwise.
Oh, yeah, but YouTube's doing all right.
YouTube's doing very good. Thank you for those that are watching on YouTube.
Go and watch on Spotify.
Go and watch on Spotify. This is really difficult, isn't
It's
it?
hard.
Because I don't want this to come across like I'm just saying this about myself.
No.
Like, God, I'm so funny. Like,
I'm
I
hilarious.
crack myself up. Like, hardworking or something. I don't know. It sounds awful for me to say it.
Yeah. I've put so.
It's not hardworking. I know you wouldn't have
It's
written
not
hardworking. I
hardworking.
know you wouldn't have written hardworking. I just can't think.
You've kind of almost mixed the two words together to a certain extent with hardworking.
Hard. You think I'm like you want some, mate? Come on, you bloody want some. you think I'm hard. And you think I'm working. you think what is going on? I tell you what, it's really working. What you've got going on, Gavin, it's working.
I can't breathe.
Oh, I'm kicking over
It's all going wrong.
the Subway cookies.
Right, can we just leave hardworking where it is, please, and move on?
Yeah. What have you said?
Do you want me to give you them both?
Well, give me one of them. The one that I was sort of aiming for.
But this is what I mean. You've kind of gone in the middle.
Oh.
Creative.
Oh, yeah.
Is one of them.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I could have guessed that.
And then there's one more, which I don't think you're going to get, but you can try.
Give me the first letter.
It's an L.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Lovable.
Fuck off. Sorry. No, it's not that.
A lovable rogue. Hyphenated.
You've got it.
I do think I am a bit like that, to be fair. People are always saying to me, Cavan, you are so long. Doesn't go well with hard.
No. Long and hard.
Happy Valentine's Day. I don't know. I was trying to think of like gangly or something. You know, I don't know, like a physical one. I don't
Not
know.
long or hard. Loyal.
Ah, loyal.
As in, like, you're a steadfast kind of bloke.
Yeah.
You are.
Thank you.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I've got to go soon because I'm actually recording for another podcast later. So.
Oh, haha.
Classic joke. Maybe scratch off funny actually.
Yeah.
What
Anyway.
is one way to make our relationship better? We might have gone for the same thing.
Me talking less.
No. No. You not talking at all.
Oh, I don't know.
You kind of said it earlier for a different question.
Oh, so living closer together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Seeing
yeah,
each other
yeah.
more. Yeah.
Mine is exactly the same.
Oh, right. Oh, yes. I thought we'd go for the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
thing.
More
I thought
time
we'd
to
go for
hang
the same
out.
thing.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because then we've got more chance of getting the episodes out every week. That's the only benefit.
Cavan's just like, we need to record the podcast.
Yes. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained... Sorry, I'm reading all the questions.
No, it's fine.
But
You
I've
have
got
them.
them written down,
It's
so
fine,
that makes
it's
sense.
fine.
If you could wake up tomorrow having gained one superpower, what would it be?
I think that you would have gone for something like mind reading.
Oh, good guess. That would be very helpful.
It would be good for your
I'd
job.
tell you what I'd do. First thing I'd do, go straight on Penn and Teller Foolers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, boom.
Actually, the superpower... I mean, a lot of superpowers could be magic tricks, but the one I've gone for could also be a magic trick.
Invisibility?
No, I thought about it.
Okay.
But it's more practical. Something I would use every day. Every single day I would use
every
this.
single day.
Yeah. At least twice.
Is it teleportation?
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Have you
mine
got
is
the same
that
thing?
too,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just think practically it's so good.
So, when I was like, twice a day, what do you do twice a day? Go to work.
Yes. Well, I go there and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Teleportation would be so good.
just like no
Oh my
travel.
goodness.
Be able to record episodes
Oh
more
my
often.
God.
It all comes back to that. That's the only reason. Yeah.
This is because I've been like, I'm really busy.
Yeah, same, yeah. Yeah, teleportation, so practical. You're just like, boom, I'm where I want to be.
Yeah, it would
Boom,
be so
I'm back
good.
home.
Oh, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Apparently, and I found this out because I said this when we were at the airport to my boyfriend. I was like, oh, I just wish we could teleport instead of having to go on a plane.
Yeah.
And apparently, they've done it with one cell. He was like, yeah, they can do it, but with one cell.
That's freaky.
Like, oh my God. I mean, obviously, the difficulty with actual human teleportation is getting the cells back together again in the right order.
Yeah, yeah.
But, wow.
I feel like we're on Joe Rogan all of a sudden. You know, they've actually like mastered teleportation.
Wow, that's like so cool, man.
Area 51, they have all the
Crazy.
secrets for teleportation.
And
They're just not
aliens-
sharing it with the
aliens
rest of the world.
Are real.
Oh,
Proven.
Neil deGrasse Tyson would have a field day with that. Anyway.
Anyway.
What's a time we... Oh, wait, have I guessed yours? Teleportation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey!
I got it right.
Woohoo!
What's a time we had together that you found the funniest? A time we spent together.
So I'm going to guess Cavan's first. I think it's when I got my car stuck in the field.
I knew you'd guess that and it's not.
Oh.
I mean, it was entertaining when you
You
got your
found it
car stuck in a field,
hilarious.
but no. For those that don't know, we have said it before, haven't we? We went to do some
think so.
filming in a forest.
And I got my car stuck and we were stuck
Yeah.
all day and it was a hellish time.
Yeah, we decided to park the car in a field.
I've still got all the videos somewhere. I could make a little kind of
Oh my
throwback behind the scenes video.
I mean, if this makes a TikTok video, then yeah, we'll add the footage
Yeah.
in. It was not good.
It was not fun.
I'm partly to blame as well. No,
We're
I do.
both
I
to-
do take some, because I did think, like,
Yeah.
you should probably go further. Like, don't block the... It was like basically an entrance to a field, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I was like, you could park by the gates, but like, what if they need to access the field? Like, parking in the gateway just seems wrong. So I was like, maybe go further in the field.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'll
And
go in and
it wasn't
turn
a
around.
hill. It wasn't a hill, but there was a slope. We went down the slope in the car
But then
and
could
then
not
could
get
not
back
get
up
back
the
up.
slope.
And it took hours to get out.
Yeah.
In the end, we had to be towed out. It was not good.
And then the person towing us also got stuck.
Yes.
So
oh
we had to
God,
tow
oh
them
God,
out,
yeah,
and then
we were
so they could tow us
Yeah,
out.
we were pushing his car, which was pulling your car. Nightmare.
It was horrific.
So no, I've not said that. Although it was
okay.
quite funny, it was also stressful.
Stressful, yeah.
I was laughing to deal with the stress, not because I found it that funny.
Got ya.
I mean, it was, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I've not gone for that.
Okay,
I've gone for a very
okay.
obvious one that has been referenced on the podcast. I'll give you a clue. For the
Oh my
audio listeners, I am
goodness.
miming playing a ukulele.
Getting drunk, playing Truth or Drink.
Just that whole evening.
It was so
Just the
good.
whole evening.
It was so good.
Yeah.
Mine is on a very similar vein to that.
You know what I wrote for my answer, by the way?
What?
I didn't write ukulele evening. I just wrote Jeff Bezos. Which,
Not
if you
Jeff
listen to one of the
Bezos
previous
again.
episodes, you'll get that.
Oh my
but yeah,
goodness.
I
Yeah.
wrote the Jeff Bezos
The
evening.
Jeff Bezos evening. That was amazing.
which is how it lives on in our memory.
lives on. Yeah.
What have you gone? Have you gone for?
It's similar. It's not that evening, but it's similar.
More recent?
Yeah.
Pride?
Yeah. The evening of Manchester Pride.
Yes.
When we were going to go out. So we did the whole day and
You
we
just
had a
couldn't,
great
though.
time.
You just couldn't.
And we were like, we were going to go out and get drunk. But we were like, you know what? Screw it. and just got drunk here, and it was amazing. It was so much fun. We were just chatting shit the entire evening. Very similar.
Very
to the
similar
Jeff Bezos
vibes. Yeah,
evening.
very similar vibes.
Just more recently.
Fair dues. I could easily have put that.
It was good, wasn't it?
I could easily have put that. Oh, we're on the last question. And look at that. Perfect timing. We're
Perfect
over
timing.
an hour. Your first impression of the other person.
I don't know what your first impression of me would have been. Probably quite annoying. Probably think you probably thought I was a bit annoying.
Yeah.
Loud.
I mean, I've said loud. I've said loud, and
I'm a
I've
loud
said...
person.
I mean, that sounds mean, but but it was genuinely my first impression. Yeah, I've said loud drama queen, but funny.
Okay, yeah.
Which I think is accurate of you at that time. Bearing in mind, this was more than 10 years ago. I think it's okay for me to
Yeah.
to say that about your past self.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what I've gone for.
I like it.
Your first impression of me, that is really difficult.
It's a hard question.
Yeah, it is. It is. Because at the time, I don't know. Like nerdy, maybe?
Yeah, that is one of the words I have
Wow.
written down.
Oh, spot
Nerdy.
on.
I've got one other word, and I don't know whether you'll get it, but you'll probably get the gist of it, I think.
Quiet?
No.
No.
Polar opposite.
Polar opposite, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Annoying.
No, I've put giddy.
Giddy.
You were a very giddy child.
I was a very giddy child.
Giddy.
Yes, I get
So
that.
giddy and nerdy was
Giddy
my
and
first
nerdy.
impression.
Oh, yeah, I was quite giddy and nerdy. I don't know why I said quiet, really. I think my impression of myself at that time
Yeah.
is that
think
I was
possibly to
too quiet.
Yeah, I think possibly to people who didn't know you. I
Yeah.
know I didn't know you on the first impression, but like we were introduced as friends rather than like being in the same class or whatever.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's a very different...
I think most people who met at school were either in the same form or in classes with each other.
Yeah.
And we weren't.
Whereas we weren't.
Yeah, which is weird, I think.
Yeah,
for
so that's
that
probably
age
why
group.
the first impression was possibly different to other people.
Yes, yeah. I think that's
Yeah.
a very good point. Yeah.
Ace.
Well,
Right, but hang on. Before we finish...
I was going to say Happy Valentine's Day.
I know,
Go on.
Happy Valentine's Day,
Yeah, but-
for one. But before we finish, I've got a present for Cavan that I want him to open on pod.
What?
On
I
pod.
don't know about this. I saw it in the corner, but I genuinely thought it was just
And I
like...
completely forgot about it as we moved on to our Valentine's Day special. So
Is it from Disneyland?
It
It
is
is from
from Disney.
Disneyland. I recognise the bag. No way! Oh, that's so
for
cute.
the audio listeners, it is a pin of Lumiere and Cogsworth,
That's fantastic.
which are the parts that me and Cavan played in Beauty and the Beast when we did it. And I just saw it and thought, that is perfect.
Oh, mate.
So
That's
there you
fantastic.
go. 2 best friends on a pin, 2 best friends in real
Aw.
life. Happy,
Thank you very much.
Whoa!
Thank you.
happy
That's great.
Valentine's Day, Palentine's Day, and Galentine's Day to all you lovely people.
Wow.
There
What's...
you go.
Oh, I get it.
Palentine.
Pal
So
and gal.
this is our Palentine's Day special.
I get it.
You've got Galentine's Day special for you and the gals, and then Valentine's Day special for you and that special
Aw.
someone.
Thank you very much. Awesome. Well, I've not got you anything in return.
How
so,
dare
happy Palentine's Day. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube, 5 stars on Spotify, all that
Give us a
stuff.
comment. Let us know what you think. What would your answers be to some of these questions?
Yes.
You know, keep the conversation going.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye.